Our country is thriving with life. It is one of the most megadiverse countries on Earth, home to rich ecosystems. 52,177 recorded species, at least 737 of which are threatened with extinction, and roughly 40% of which are endemic, meaning you'll never find them anywhere else in the world except in the Philippines. We're one of the most threatened ecological areas in the world today, facing issues such as destructive large-scale mining, illegal logging, and wildlife poaching, irresponsible and unsustainable use of coastal, marine, and forest resources, conversion of mangrove and upland forests and freshwater ecosystems, unmanaged wastes and air pollution, rapid population growth, negative impacts of the changing climate, and natural and man-made disasters. This is bad news for our unique and diverse plants and animals. They are losing their homes and their food sources. Their numbers are dwindling, and worse, species are being driven to extinction. But we aren't just hurting our wildlife and biodiversity. Entire communities depend on these ecosystems for food, water, air, medicine, and shelter. Exhausting our natural resources and polluting our forests and seas will mean disaster for us. We could lose not only our natural treasures, but also the valuable ecosystems that for centuries have given us life, which our national and local economies depend on. We continue to face environmental destruction, conflicting government policies, and environmental catastrophes. So together, we took action. On January 15, 1992, the Foundation for the Philippine Environment, or FPE, was formed as the first non-government grant-making institution for the environment in the Philippines. Our goal was this: connect with partners to address these persistent threats against nature, our homes, and our lives. We continue to help build the capacity of communities for biodiversity conservation and sustainable development, advocate for conservation action among non-government and people's organizations, generate evidence-based information to influence decision-making for environmental protection, mobilize citizen participation in advancing policy reforms in defense of the environment, and work with communities on integrated conservation management plans to protect and conserve key biodiversity sites. We've come a long way since then. Today, 25 years later, we've led actions towards healthy ecosystems and resilient communities in sites threatened by natural and man-made disasters in areas that desperately need our attention. We've partnered with over 800 people's organizations for 1,700 projects in more than 70 key biodiversity sites nationwide. From the initial 569 million peso endowment in 1992, FPE fund valuation and utilization has cumulatively reached 2 billion pesos in 2016, demonstrating strong fund stewardship and enabling FPE to provide financial and technical support to community-based groups. And when natural disasters strike, we rise to the call. When Super Typhoon Yolanda hit us in 2013, countless marine habitats, coral reefs, and entire communities were wiped out. Since then, we have been working to rehabilitate ecosystems in Eastern Samar and the Gigantes Islands to help communities become more resilient. Thus, in 2015, we reflected on our lessons and experiences to come up with a 10-year strategic plan aligned to national and international goals to better address climate change. We aim to improve key conservation sites through community approaches and actions, establish local and international cooperation and constituencies, increase awareness, knowledge, and support towards improved conservation actions, promote responsive policies and mechanisms, preserve the endowment fund and generate more resources, and strengthen FPE as a high-performing organization through flexible and effective systems, structures, and processes. This year, we celebrate our 25th anniversary. We've fostered partnerships for the environment, but there's still much work to do. If we don't act now, together, the consequences could be devastating. Join us on our mission to conserve biodiversity and protect our environment to enhance people's well-being. Every bit counts. especially when the future of our environment, our future, is at stake. Be our conservation partner today.